So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Boys Town, 1938. Giving this 5 out of 5 stars. I love this flick. It's a tearjerker. Spencer Tracy plays Father Edward J. Flanagan. Created Boys Town in 1917 in Nebraska. Some kid walked all the way from, or hitchhiked all the way from Chicago to get there. And I think he reappeared in the movie. I saw him in The City of Little Men, which I got a ton of comments for, even though Adrian's not interested in Catholic priests movies. I still got him to comment. Adrian was asking what's coming up on my Netflix queue. I think he's getting tired of this colorized movie section. And quite frankly, I'm getting tired of it too. This was by far the best one out of the ones that I've seen so far, and that's saying a lot. But Spencer Tracy got his second consecutive Oscar for this role. I think he was rather subdued in this one, though. I thought Mickey Rooney was the better actor of the two, with his really pouring out his emotion. And I even saw an old Mickey Rooney checking out Boys Town, and many decades later, when he was retired, I guess he was like promoting Boys Town. I guess this is how Boys Town got promoted with the movie. And of course, it happens during the Great Depression, so they talk about FDR and sympathy for the orphans and the disadvantaged. It's got that Great Depression theme going. I'm giving the disc overall 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was pretty cool. So the movie starts out with a bunch of kids fighting in the streets. They throw a rock at this shop owner's window. Ends up costing them $80, which is probably like $800 nowadays. And okay. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which never arrives because I keep delaying it. But I'll probably get Captain January, a rated G movie from 1936. Shirley Temple. This is probably not what Adrian wants to hear. China Seas with Clark Gable, 1935. Don't know about that one. Christmas in Connecticut with Barbara Stanwyck again. We'll be watching a lot of Barbara Stanwyck movies. This one's 1945. So I'll probably get Captain January, China Seas, and Christmas in Connecticut next week. And then on my other list, I've got Who Slew Auntie Roo? I might be able to finish that one today. We'll see. Pick Up on 101. And then I got Wild in the Sky, Slaughter, and Deadly Bet. So that's what I've got coming. Now you know. I think you've been more interested in Who Slew Annie Roo, honestly, than these old 1930s, 1940s movies. It's funny, I made a joke about, hey, little boy wants some candy, with Adrian on the comments section. I guess he hasn't woken up yet. But there actually is a little kid in this one, Pee-wee, who keeps begging Father Flanagan for candy in his desk. And Father Flanagan says, "You're getting cold like Greaseland. You're getting warmer. Oh, you're red hot." Oh, man. This movie's great. It was colorized, but I saw the black and white version. And I couldn't really figure out what they're talking about. Like it seems like Perry White is in this one, by the way, and he doesn't look like he's aged since this one and The Adventures of Superman. But he plays the warden, and he's talking to some inmate dude who's being visited by Father Flanagan before he dies. And it's strange because he's confessing while he's waiting to die. I don't understand that. I don't know what kind of justice system they had in 1916 or 1917, but it's not the one I'm accustomed to in this film. So Perry White's like telling him to confess, and then the guy complains about how the state didn't take good care of him. Duh. Since when did the state take good care of anybody? Just look at the how welfare just created a whole poverty class here in the United States. Permanent poverty class. And anyways, so Father Flanagan decides to raise money with the same shop owner who got his window smashed. He manages to finagle $100 out of him so that he can rent an abandoned house for these troubled kids. Because the court agrees to let Father Flanagan take responsibility for them. And his motto is, "There's never a bad boy." Now they call it Boys and Girls Town. Because I guess they don't discriminate against girls anymore. The movie said that Father Flanagan didn't discriminate based on race, creed, or color, or something like that. But he did discriminate based on sex. That's what they forgot to mention. Anyways, so Father Flanagan manages to finagle a big 3-acre farm or something, so the kids can learn how to be farmers. And then Whitey, which is a funny name, Mickey Rooney shows up because his delinquent brother, who's in jail and later escapes, wants him to go to Boys Town. He doesn't think he's up to the task of becoming a big-time hood. So he begs Father Flanagan to send him to Boys Town, and he gives him like $280 or something. And so Mickey Rooney is like the black sheep of the entire Boys Town, even though all the other boys came from troubled families. No family. So it's like an orphanage and in a school. General MacArthur was so impressed with Father Flanagan, probably after he saw the movie, that he invited him to foreign countries to straighten out the foreigner kids, which is kind of funny. But anyways, just a little history tidbit there. So Mickey Rooney runs for mayor. They vote on it, and he loses. And then his pal Pee Wee gets run over by a car as he's leaving. I think he loses a boxing fight to some other kid. The previous mayor, who doesn't like him, so he just runs out, and then Pee Wee runs after him. He gets hit by a car, and he gets a concussion. Then Mickey Rooney finally leaves Whitey, and he witnesses his brother, who broke out of jail, committing a bank robbery. They don't know who he is in the dark alley, so they shoot him in the leg or something. And his brother drags him to the church. He calls Father Flanagan. And Father Flanagan is in a big stink because everybody thinks that Whitey, Mickey Rooney, did the bank robbery. So he has to. So Mickey Rooney ends up going to his brother. I guess he was listening in on where they were hiding. And the kids are listening in on Whitey and Mickey Rooney. So they all gang up with Father Flanagan and they just storm the place. That was pretty cool. Decent ending, too. Yeah. So I thought that was fun. Enjoyable movie, and it's a lamestream movie, so it actually had me choked up and had me crying when Pee Wee got hit by the car, and then the ending was pretty inspirational, I guess you could say. That's about all I have to say about this. Father Edward Jake Flanagan. Again, it's strange because they allow people to worship however they want, based on their own particular religion. But it seems like all of them are, or at least 95% of them are following the Catholic priest tradition, religion, I should say. So. Yeah, pretty cool movie. It goes to show you that private solutions are better than government. I guess that's the main takeaway from this movie. That let the Catholic Church deal with social problems. Don't let the government take care of it. Even with the reckless communist president like FDR. All right. So that's the end of my review. Highly recommended. Check it out. And I'm going to watch Bringing Up Baby next. It's an hour and 42 minutes. Maybe I'll take a little nap. And maybe I'll get 3 reviews in today. We'll see how I do. Laters.